Hello, everyone. Hang on a moment. Of course, the moment I go live, there's tons of noise outside of my car. It's quiet one moment, then it's loud the next. Every time. All right, let's try this again. Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well wherever you're at. Lionheart here. If you haven't watched my other video about why INFJs door slam people, it's actually pretty interesting. And I've seen a lot of thumbs down dislikes, and I'm thinking, why are you people disliking this video? Do you just not understand what I'm saying? Is it like are you just like proud, like, yeah, he shouldn't think that about me? Like, I didn't understand why everyone was giving a thumbs down. So I went to Boom Shikab. If you haven't already checked out her channel or you're not familiar with it, you're missing out. She has an immense amount of different playlists and videos about INFJs, different psychological attributes, and if you haven't checked out her channel, go do so. You'll have a lot of different videos to sort through. She covers many different topics, such as why things like INFJs dislike social events. She just released a new one. No, I mean, I say dislike, but she goes why we don't like going to them. And then she just released another one, how an INFJ's creativity is strangled by our expectations of that creativity. Like when we come up with an idea, a design in our head, we already have an outline how it's supposed to look, and then we go to work with what we have, whether it's a painting or a video game or a drawing, or whether you, like in my case, if I play a video game, I have a certain idea. All right, I'm going to try this speed build, and then I'll start building speed, and I'll just throw in up like lifesteal and a bunch of other stuff and say, I wonder if this could work too. So we have this expectation of how it'll turn out, and if we constrict ourselves, it ends up not coming out the way we expected it to. We should allow ourselves to freely. Anyways, moving on track. Yeah, go out, check out Boom Shikha's videos. So I was thinking, all these people are disliking my video. They're giving a thumbs down, and I literally took them deeper than I found all over YouTube. Like, why do INFJs door slam people? Well, it has to do with our relationships, and we don't feel like that person cares about us anymore, and blah 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 blah. Yeah, okay. That's why INFJs door slam people. But why do they choose to door slam people? We don't have to. We don't have to shut the door on you, so why do we? So I answered the question. And I said, all right, all these people are giving me dislikes. So I went to Boom and I said, hey, I have this video. A couple people seem to like it. A lot of people seem, I'm assuming, to be in a disagreement. What do you say? So I got thumbs up, and I got people agreeing with me. I posted it on her channel, and I said, what do you think? She says, I completely agree. Very well explained. Then I get these other INFJs like commenting, being like, yeah. So why am I getting all the down? I'm thinking, all right, maybe they watched like 4 minutes in and they're like, this guy's unprofessional, and so forth and so on. So I thought, okay, I need to go live again and reiterate this fact. Why do INFJs choose to door slam people? Not why do we do it? Why do we choose to do it? And the answer is very simple. You can go back if you want a thorough explanation, and you can watch the video. I am just going to share the foundation here. INFJs are constantly sowing seed. Understand this. When an INFJ pours into you, it is because they see what can be. They see the tree. They give you the seed of an apple tree. They see the apple tree. So I'm an INFJ. I'll say I see the apple tree. I go to my friend. I say, look, you're not living up to your full potential. Here's the seed. When you do nothing with it, you've wasted my time. You've wasted my energy. I spent time thinking about you. And then you give me thorns and thistles. So I door slam you. Again, you can go back and watch the video for an in-depth explanation, but essentially, this is why INFJs choose to door slam people. When we give more than you give back to us, we're wasting our time and energy. And usually it goes something like this. We give and give and give, and the person reaches a point where they want to stop growing the seeds. It is at this point that you no longer fit into our NI. Our NI is our primary cognitive thinking function. Our TI is our primary analyzing thinking function. Again, introverted intuition. No, introverted thinking. Yeah, introverted intuition, introverted thinking. So Our secondary cognitive function is introvert or extroverted feeling. This is a supplement to our primary. Extroverted feeling supplements our intuition. So when we go from intuition and then we move right on to thinking to analyze that intuition, if you no longer fit into our intuition, don't take this the wrong way, you're like deleted information. That is what separates the INFJ door slam from every other personality type. We literally forget you exist on Earth. Not always, but let's say I've been talking to a person for 3 months. Give me 6 months and I will forget I ever met you. INFJs are taking in so much information, we can't spend the energy thinking about you if you don't give back to us. That is the door slam in its essence, in its primal and essence form. We don't have the energy. You're not worth the energy in our mind anymore. We've rationalized, okay, this person why? They don't want to improve their life, or they don't want to take the seed. They don't want to give back in multiplied form and show us that our work for humanity has produced a result, or our work for this person has produced a result. They don't want it. And they clearly aren't giving back to me the same empathy and time and energy I'm giving to them. They're here, then they're gone. Then they'll come to me with their problems, and then they're gone. I'm done. Goodbye. Then they'll be like, well, what, didn't that mean anything to you? Clearly it meant more to me than it meant to you. If our time together means more to the INFJ than it means to you, you're probably getting door slammed eventually. It's bound to happen. The INFJs have so many people that we spend our time with and our energy thinking about. We don't have to be in person to be spending our energy on you. We think about you. We come up with new ways to help you. We think about the last conversation we had, and we'll dive so deep with our introverted intuition onto the matter that we will figure out what upset you to begin with so that we can help you. And if we spend all that time and energy, and then we come to you, and we give you the problem, and then we give you the solution, and then we give you compassion and empathy and love and generosity, and we'll even sit down and listen to you for 30 minutes, and then you do nothing with all that seed, and then you come back and you're still angry about the same issue. Wow. How insensitive can you be? You literally wasted my time. And then we'll get angry with you, and it usually is preceded by a cold stare or a harsh comment of some sort. And then you're like, geez, why are you so rude all of a sudden? I don't know. Why do children act out? Try to think what might have caused this. Was it you? Since it suddenly happened with you? I think it might be you. I think you might be the problem between you and me. Because, I'm upset right after talking with you. You think you might be seeing a connection here. I don't know what the big deal is, so you get door slammed. That's in its primal essence. INFJs are constantly sowing seed into other people. They are constantly giving and thinking of and inventing and coming up with new ideas. Constantly looking for the betterment of the individual as well as ourselves. And when we get thorns and thistles, you get door slammed. When we get rotten crop, you get a harsh comment. Sometimes we'll retreat into our caves and completely ignore you until we get over whatever it was you've done to us, and we'll give you another chance, and another chance, and another chance, and another. And look, then we'll come to you, or we won't come to you, depending on how much you've given back to us. If you've given nothing back, we'll probably just say, look, I'm done. However, if you've shown some potential of improvement, then we might come to you and we'll say, okay, look, you've kind of been working on yourself. I see that. I understand it's been hard, but I'm not going to keep spending my life trying to help someone who doesn't want to be helped. Either you work with me or I'm moving on, because with all due respect, I don't want to keep... Look, I'm starting to not even be able to call you my friend anymore. When you don't fit into an INFJ's NI, meaning with all the information that we have and that we're taking in and that we're analyzing, and if you don't know about the NI... Okay, that was my phone. And if you don't know about... Stop! Shut up! Leave me alone! Quiet. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That was my mom. Worst timing, mother. Lost my train of thought. If you don't know anything about the NI, you can look it up online, but basically it rests you, son of a... Don't you dare park next to me. It basically rests outside of the conscious, just right outside of the conscious layer of the brain. So this subconscious layer is a ball of webbed information. And when you no longer fit into that webbing, then it doesn't matter what the INFJ feels. Their extroverted feeling supplements their intuition. It gives them insight. And it leads us to want to get out and interact with people so we can take in more information, to understand people, to come up with new ideas. INFJs are visionaries, and we're gathering information, and we're info gatherers. When you no longer fit into our web of NI, we don't have any connection with you. That's why we sometimes seem like robots. We aren't robots. But if you don't fit into our NI, you as an individual have done something wrong to offend us in some manner or other. So if an INFJ distances themselves from you and stops talking, it can be one of three things. They're not talking to you or anyone else. They're avoiding you for a particular reason, or you're dead to them. Very, very subtle. You almost can never tell unless you understand intuition. And then you can read the signs. But you don't know if it's you or if it's the rest of the world that has pushed us to this point. So I'm getting kind of off track. INFJs are constantly sowing seed. So what causes the door slam is... I'll show you. I have a pen here. I can show you what causes the door slam. Right here, I have this piece of paper. The pen. And then I am going to write this down. Give me just a moment and I will create a web of interpersonal knowledge. Pardon me, but I am not that good of a drawer. That is still okay, though. And this is going to look rather funky. Just deal with it. Alright. This is an INFJ's NI. This is how we think and analyze every thought that comes into our mind. This, over here, is the normal person's brain. This is how a person would think logically on any given day. This is our brain. This is why we get overstimulated all the freaking time. Not to say you're not as smart. That is not what this means. This means that the amount of information we are taking in and processing all the time can be overwhelming. It's not that you can't process this information. It is that we cannot help but process this information. We can't help it. It is our primary thinking pattern. We don't doubt it. We just do it. We just think. It's what we do. So this is not a problem. This is not a problem. This is a personality. This is a personality. All right. This is the way we think. This is the way you think. Cool. You can still make deep connections. And those deep connections are below the surface of the brain. We can't help but this way. When you, as an individual, I will put M and D for dad. We'll just do this. As this is extreme. No, we'll put D for dad, M for mom, and then BF for best friend. Okay? So when you are an INFJ, the center is whatever. We'll just say that the center is what we're thinking about. All right? We'll say that I'm thinking about BF. And I have all these thoughts, all these connections to my BF. All right. And over the course of time, she stops talking to me and says, yeah, I know, it was fun seeing you again. And that's the end of our conversation. INFJ's primary love language is quality time, from what I've seen and experienced. And I have 0 in gifts, by the way. Gifts mean absolutely nothing to me. So when the BF stops spending quality time, what happens is this webbing starts falling apart. When you stop giving back to the INFJ, you are literally destroying your own relationship with them until eventually you hardly fit into their NI anymore. Now, they come to you and basically tell you that they don't really care to have you in their life anymore. And the BF, on the other hand, over here, says, well, why not? We had such a great relationship. Really? Had, not have. The INFJ can't help but think this way. If they door slam you, you did something to cause it. INFJs are constantly sowing seed. And when you don't give back, you are destroying your own relationship with them. Treasure every act that they do. Listen when they talk. It is one of their love languages. Quality time. Undivided attention. Give back to them, and they will continue giving back to you. Their web instead will expand, and your relationship will grow into a lifelong relationship that they will maintain alive at the cost of their own health, if that's what it means to keep you as their friend. Now, that being said, I'm going to end the video here because I'm burned out and I have to go socialize for the next, 10 hours on my job. So, to everyone watching, thank you for coming, and hope you're doing well. Hope you have a great day. Comment below if you or someone you know is an INFJ. Let me know your thoughts, and tell me what you'd like to talk about next. Like me to talk about next. Yeah.